Most people have one income stream, their salary, and the entire architecture of their financial life is built on it. The rent, the car, the subscriptions, the lifestyle. One source, one point of failure. The problem isn't that a salary is bad. The problem is that it's the only thing standing between you and financial collapse. And somewhere, quietly, you already know that. This video is the sequence, not a motivational overview, not a list of ideas. The actual order of steps that takes you from one income to two, and does it without quitting your job, without risking your savings, and without needing to already have money to make money. But before the steps, you need to understand one thing, because most people who try to build a second income fail before they even start, and it's always for the same reason. They chase the wrong type of income first. The 4 types of income outside a salary. The first is active side income. You trade your time or a skill directly for money. Think freelancing, local services, weekend work, customer service, delivery, tutoring, cleaning. The upside is speed. You can get paid quickly. The downside is simple. You only earn when you work. The second is skill-based income. You develop or use a specific skill and sell it. Graphic design, video editing, copywriting, social media management, bookkeeping, appointment setting, web design. This takes longer to build, but becomes more valuable over time. The third is product-based income. You sell something, physical or digital. Print on demand, reselling, digital templates, ebooks, branded merchandise, vending machines, food businesses. The model scales, but it usually requires more upfront setup. The fourth is asset income. You earn from something you own. Dividends, rental income, index funds, REITs, equipment hire. This is the category most people romanticize about, but it is almost always the last step, not the first. Here is the order most people get wrong. They try to jump straight to passive asset income before they have the savings, the knowledge, or the proof that they can run anything. The real sequence is active income first, then savings, then assets, then automation. You cannot skip steps. Step 1, clarity before capital. The biggest mistake people make when trying to build a first income stream is starting with the wrong question. They ask, what can I sell? The better question is, what problem do I already know how to solve? Every income stream that works is built on a solved problem. Before you think about platforms, products, or pricing, you need to identify the one thing you can do that someone else needs done. It doesn't have to be rare. It doesn't have to be your passion. It has to be useful. You already have skills, customer service, communication, sales. If you understand social media, branding, business promotion, or local services, those are the foundations. Write the answer down in one sentence. That sentence is the foundation of everything that follows. Step 2, the smallest viable version. Most first income streams fail because they are over-engineered before they earn a single dollar. People build websites, design logos, film content, create full courses, all before confirming that anyone will actually pay for what they are offering. Strip your idea down to its smallest, most deliverable version. If you can write, the first version is one email. If you can teach, the first version is one session. If you can design, the first version is one post or one flyer. If you offer a local service, the first version is one job. Small is not small thinking. Small is how you test before you invest. And testing before investing is the single habit that separates people who build income streams from people who spend money on them. Step 3, the first transaction. This is the step most people avoid entirely. They set things up and then wait for customers to find them. That is not a strategy. That is hope. Your first transaction will not come from an algorithm, a post, or a passive funnel. It will come from you directly approaching one specific person and asking if they need what you offer. Not a mass email, not a social media launch. One conversation, one ask. For local services, post in 10 community groups, message 20 local businesses, tell people in your network. For online services, use Fiverr, Upwork, LinkedIn, or message businesses directly. For product ideas, list it on eBay, Vinted, Facebook Marketplace, or TikTok Shop. The first transaction is not about the money, it is about the proof. Once one person has paid you for something outside your salary, something shifts permanently. The idea becomes real. your confidence changes. That shift is worth more than the payment itself. Step 4, the feedback loop. Your first income stream will not be perfect. That is not a flaw, that is data. After your first few transactions, you have real information. What people actually want, what they will pay, what is taking too long, what is working without effort. Most people ignore this information and either scale too fast or quit too early. The right move is to run one iteration. Take what the feedback is telling you, make one specific adjustment, and repeat the cycle. Better photos, cleaner pricing, tighter wording, faster delivery. The income stream does not grow because you add more. It grows because you get more precise. Step 5, systematize before you scale. Once you have a repeatable transaction, something you have done more than once with more than one person that reliably produces money, you can begin to document it. How do you find the customer? How do you deliver? How long does each step take? What can be templated or automated? This documentation is your system. And your system is what allows the income stream to eventually run without you being present for every moment of it. You cannot scale chaos. You can only scale a system. Most people try to grow before they have built the structure. That is why most side incomes collapse under pressure instead of expanding. Step 6, protect the salary while you build. Here's the part nobody says directly. Do not quit your job to build your first income stream, not yet. Your salary is not the enemy, it is the runway. It gives you the financial stability to take smart risks without desperation. Desperation is the single biggest killer of early income streams. It forces you to cut corners, undercharge, accept bad clients, and make short-term decisions that damage long-term potential. Use the salary as protection while you build. The exit comes after the income stream is proven, not before. Step 7, understand the money formula. Every income stream comes down to one equation. Profit equals revenue minus costs. Simple. But most people skip this step entirely at the beginning. They track what they earn, but not what it costs them to earn it. Time is a cost. Fuel is a cost. Materials, platform fees, packaging, delivery, all costs. If you charge £100 for a service and your costs are £20, your profit is £80. But if that job takes 8 hours, you are earning £10 per hour. If it takes 2 hours, you are earning $40. Always calculate your profit per job, your profit per hour, and your realistic monthly number. This matters because it tells you whether what you're building is actually worth scaling, or whether you need to raise your price, cut your time, or choose a different model before you go further. Step 8, the income milestones. Do not aim for $10,000 a month immediately. That thinking is what stops most people before they start. Instead, move through stages. Stage 1, your first 100. The only goal here is proof. Someone paid you for something outside your job. That is the win. Stage 2, 300 per month. Now it is useful. That covers a bill, a direct debit, a small investment. Stage 3, 500 to 1,000 per month. This is a strong side income. At this point, you have something real. Stage 4, 2,000 plus per month. Now it starts to look like a business. This is where systems, delegation, and reinvestment become important. Stage 5, salary replacement. Only consider this when your income is consistent, profitable, and not dependent on a single customer. That distinction matters more than the number. Most people overestimate stage 5 and underestimate stage 1. Stage 1 is everything. Start there. Step 9, the reinvestment threshold. Your first income stream will feel small. That is expected. The mistake is spending what it earns. Set a threshold, a number at which point the income from the stream goes back into growing it. Better tools, more visibility, more time invested. Every pound reinvested at this stage compounds faster than almost any investment you could make elsewhere. You are not buying a stock. You are buying more of something you control completely. And once the income stream is stable, once it is running with a system, once it has proven it can grow, that is when you move to assets. That is when the DRIP model, the dividend reinvestment, the index funds, the property research, becomes the right conversation. Not before. The exit is not a single moment. It is a sequence. And the sequence starts with one transaction outside your salary before you feel ready. Before you go, 3 mistakes that will cost you. First, spending money before testing demand. Do not buy equipment, stock, software, or branding before you have confirmed someone will pay you. Proof first, investment second. Second, waiting until everything is perfect. You do not need a logo, a website, or a business name to get your first customer. You need an offer and a conversation. Third, jumping between ideas. Consistency is what builds income streams. Most ideas that fail are not bad ideas. They are ideas that were abandoned before they had time to work. Pick one, test it for 30 days, get one customer, then improve. That is the sequence. That is the exit and your first step to financial freedom.